Hey guys, welcome back to more Pirate Galaxy. Last time we did a few story missions and got to a new planet, and this time we're going to start the story missions on this new planet. First mission is Facilitating Corruption. Let's go ahead and accept the mission and fly down. The purpose of this mission is just to help you open up the map a little bit. It's very simple. All you have to do is fly to the marked area and drop off some goods. They've even given you a convenient little path to follow. This path does lead straight to the mission area. In the last episode, we met a new Mantis unit called the Eliminator. Eliminators are a standard feature here on Axiom, and they also drop a blueprint for a new blaster. I mentioned in the last video that from here on out we're not going to be given any of our tech. We're going to have to kill things to find blueprints. I highly recommend doing the white missions, which we'll go over actually in the next mission we do, to find your new technology for each planet. It's very helpful to do it this way, and it makes things go a lot smoother. Now, Eliminators aren't the only new enemy unit we have to fight here. We're also, since this is the home of the Colonial Administration, going to see several Colonial Guards. These are human pilots, but they're also enemies of the Mantis. So occasionally you'll see them fighting each other instead of you, which is nice. I've always loved this planet too. It's got such cool scenery. So this is where the canisters we picked up on Calabash are going to come into play. We're just going to sit here and exchange them for information regarding the colonial forces here on Axiom. So this lady's going to pick those up and give us an intel. All we need to do now is collect this and head to orbit. And that's mission complete. So this next mission, we're going to meet someone that we'll see a lot of throughout the rest of the game. Next mission is called Mantis Exterminator, and we're going to meet a man by the name of Bruno Payne. He's going to be giving us our white missions throughout the rest of the game. I mentioned before that we would see a lot more of these white missions, and this is sort of a preview of what a white mission is. So we're going to fly down to the surface. This mission is pretty simple as well. It's an example of one of several types of white missions. What we need to do is go ahead and fly to the marked area, and we're going to kill 9 Mantis Eliminators. This theme you'll see a lot in your white missions. You have to fly to the marked area, kill a certain number of Mantis units in a certain amount of time. There are 4 other types of white missions. My favorite being the space race. The space race, you go from marker to marker, and it's a great way to open up the map when you first get to a planet. Another type is the blueprint hunt, which is very similar to this. It'll tell you which type of mantis you're hunting, and it'll give you a marked area. Thankfully, though, if you know you can get the blueprint faster somewhere else, you can. You don't have to get it in the marked area, like you have to kill these in the marked area. So that's 3 down. There's also Cryonite Harvest. That's a good one too, especially if there are a lot of people online grinding. They give you your own private harvesters. We'll meet harvesters in a much later video. Basically, they're the things you want to kill if you want to get a lot of cryonate fairly quickly. They're also good for experience. And finally, we have your Defend the Energy Collector missions. Those missions are very boring. Basically, all you have to do is fly to the marked energy field and defend the energy collector, as the name suggests, for 5, 10, and up to 15 minutes, I believe. So those ones get really boring. Basically just a couple mantis drop every once in a while to attack it, and it can get annoying doing those ones. Got one more to kill here. And that's all there is to it. We're going to collect our goodies and go to orbit. Should be complete. I'm going to kill another one just to be safe. Hasn't given me the mission complete sound. Now see, that's why you can't trust the mission percentages in this game. You would think that at 99% the mission would complete. But you have to do it to 110% on this one. So we're going to fly to orbit. So this next mission is very similar to the first. And it's just going to help us open up the map a little more. So Jake wants us to drop off that intel that we got from Jessica just a few minutes ago. So this mission doesn't have a whole lot of going on. We just have to fly to the marked area and drop off that intel we got earlier. As you can see, the marker's quite a bit of ways, so I'm just going to speed the video up until we get there. See you guys there. Alright, so we've arrived at our destination, finally. This is actually the model for one of the Easter ships, which dropped from the Easter event not too long ago. It's a cool looking ship. So we need to fly to this marked area and drop that intel. And we need to stay away. Should be far enough. And all of that, and we're not going to get any money. We're just going to get attacked. Somehow I don't think that guys would have paid us anyway, though. Never really find out. Just going to kill these eliminators here. If you run away in time, you don't have to find them. Going to pick up this blueprint for energy and head to orbit. Pretty simple mission. Not hard. Take off in a weird direction. This next mission's pretty fun. We get to do some actual combat in this one. You can see now that we've completed intel delivery. A new tutorial mission opens up called Create Squad. It just goes over squad creation, which we went over in a previous video. You can see our squadron's tab up here is opened up. I believe that should have opened up at level 5. Next mission, though, is Pirate Raid. Now, this mission isn't timed, but you do want to rush to your mission area as quickly as possible because your target is an armored transport that's on its way to Administration City. Excuse me. We want to destroy it before it gets to around this area because then it starts to run into a lot of colonial guards, and that can make the mission a lot more difficult. So you guys should definitely post comments or even discussion points. It'd be nice to have something to talk about while we're traveling, because there is going to be a lot of travel involved in missions. Keep it from getting too boring, and keep me from having to fast forward every time we have a little bit of travel involved. Just shoot these for the fun of it. I'm really excited in the next system to show you the ancient blasters. So they've got a really cool graphic and a really cool sound effect. Those are my favorite blasters. That and they're purple. You know you're awesome when you have purple blasters. So as you can see, this transport really isn't too tough. These colonial guards will drop to defend it though. What I recommend doing is keep moving so that you stay out of range of the guards, and don't bother to fight them. Just activate your repair droid here, repair through their fire, and then afterburn away to get to orbit. Which you can do as soon as we're out of combat mode. And we're good. Alright guys, that's about all the time we've got for this video. The next mission we're going to do is going to give us blueprints for a new ship. I'm not going to build it, but I highly recommend that you do. Also, next time we're possibly going to get to the next planet, Lyris. I'm not going to make any promises. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave your comments in the section below, and I will see you guys next time.